Hi, Scorpio, Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is your February 2021 forecast. If you're interested in knowing what your ascendant sign is, say you're a Scorpio Sun and you don't know your ascendant, you can go down into my description box and I'll have detailed instructions on how to get your ascendant sign. So if this doesn't resonate with you, you can go and go and see the other videos for your other signs that you have. So with that out of the way, I have this sectioned off into a couple different sections for the month, and I'm going to clarify with my tarot cards still. So to entering the month, we have the Ten of Wands. This is the energy of you entering February 2021. For work, career, and school, we have the Six of Pentacles. For love, you've got the Three of Cups. For relationships, which is your one-on-ones with your family and your friends, we have the Ten of Cups. Very good. And then leaving the month of February, what energy will you be in? And we've got the Queen of Swords. So let's see here. So entering the month, we've got the Ten of Wands. So Ten of Wands is honestly, it kind of looks like you're coming out of an energy where you had your hands full. You're almost on the verge of well, for some of you, I don't think you actually realize how busy you have been. And I think that for a lot of you, you might kind of come to realize this in the month of February. But for others, you are aware of how much you've been working. And you may be at the point where you've almost kind of had it, where you're going to basically drop all of these wands all at once and just say, I can't do this anymore. I'm so tired. And you may be actually delegating certain tasks to other people. But for the most of you, I think that you, regardless of whether you are aware of it or not, you might be very, very overwhelmed. Overwhelmed and very, maybe even feeling a little bit stuck for some of you. And I think this probably has a lot to do with what's going on in your work life, perhaps. And also, I mean, you also might be getting a little bit of extra stress from your home life as well. Things happening in your actual physical house may be something that needs addressing. But I think that in the month of February, it's going to be looking a little bit better in regards to that. So with the work, career, school, your day-to-day routines, the things you do with your day, I have the Six of Pentacles. So this could actually mean that you're going to be getting a gift or some kind of quid pro quo sort of deal with somebody else. Hopefully it's nothing nefarious like a bribe or anything like that, but you may be given a little something extra at work for either exchange for your labor or so maybe this is overtime, unfortunately, especially with this energy. I'm sorry to say maybe it's overtime. Can we clarify the Six of Coins, please, for Scorpio? Okay. I would say no. I don't think that it's going to be something where you're being asked to work like double mega overtime or anything like that. It does look like you might be getting, maybe for some of you might be getting some kind of a break, perhaps. I mean, it's February, so I think, is that when spring break happens? No, February break is for high school in the U.S. I don't know about everybody else, but so maybe it's not that, but it does look like you could be getting some kind of gift or some kind of relief in some cases of some of your duties, because the Six of Pentacles, while it can talk about gifts and having somebody bestow something upon you, it can also talk about, in some ways, I think, taking some of the slack for you, because we've got the Temperance here, and this talks about good combinations, working together, compromises. So I feel like you're going to be giving a little, but somebody else will be there giving it right back. So I don't sense that you're going to have a ton of trouble when it comes to work. In fact, it might be a little bit easier. If you're thinking of discarding all these wands, there might be somebody around you that will be able to catch them for you. Let me take some cards here. Any details for work for Scorpio? Yes. It says solid foundations, success with effort. Yeah, so I think that your efforts are going to be noticed. The fact that you're kind of putting a little bit extra work into work is going to be seen by your superiors. And I think that maybe someone's going to say, listen, this person really needs a hand right now. So I think that you might have someone looking out for you in that sense, where they can tell other people like, hey, they're not going to tell you that it's too much, so we need to maybe do it for them. So that could be what's going on. For love, it's the Three of Cups. This looks nice. It looks like you might meet somebody while you're out and about with other people. You might meet somebody, at some kind of gathering. Hopefully it's 6 feet apart. I keep seeing a lot of gatherings in these, but hopefully it's at a safe distance. But with the Three of Cups, it looks pretty favorable. You might meet someone doing some kind of ritual routine though, like if you spend every Thursday going someplace, or you go to like, if you go to the park to walk your dog on a certain day of the week, maybe you're going to meet somebody there. Let's take a look here. Clarify the 3, please. Ace of, okay. So for some of you, I'm thinking that maybe this might be more, if you spend time on any kind of like group setting, a forum, or, like a community or something, you may be getting a message from somebody there. It looks like an electronic message. I don't think that you're going to be running into somebody then, because this is here. This is kind of an intangible type of communication that's coming your way, or an intangible thought. So for some of you, if you're coupled, you may be talking with your partner, maybe making plans possibly about doing some Three of Cups things, like going out and enjoying life, maybe doing a little bit of travel, who knows, something kind of nice. But if you're in a situation where you're single, I think that this is more of you just kind of schmoozing, kind of rubbing elbows with people and getting to know people. And it could be in like some kind of like work setting, not a work setting. It could be work setting. I'm thinking like a weird online mixer or something. I'm not sure why I'm getting that. So maybe some of you know what I'm talking about here, but I'm getting some kind of like sense of a mixer, perhaps. Can we clarify? Protected from negative forces beyond your control. To clarify. Oh, yeah, maybe it is networking. We have a web. So I'm thinking of webs and, people intertwining and people connecting through a common place. So yeah, it could be some kind of like mixer or like a web conference or something. I mean, that's really different. Having to like connect with somebody that you may have a romantic connection with online. I don't know. It's very interesting, to be honest. You guys will have to let me know, because you're all different. It's a general reading, so like this could be any number of things, but it could be, an online game perhaps. That's another thing too. Like maybe you meet somebody online, and say you like play some kind of like MMO or like a MOBA together or something. That might be a way that you might actually meet somebody. So what am I looking at for your family, friends, relationships? It looks pretty darn good. It kind of looks like you're going to have a very smooth month, I want to say. Let's clarify the 10 of Cups. Oops. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be good, because we do have the 9 of Wands, and while that is a card that can talk about threats and things like that, but because it's clarifying the 10, I'm getting a feeling that it has something to do with like rest and recovery here. The 9 of Wands kind of looks like if you're at home, you might be taking a rest in a safe place, like your parents' house or the house of a friend or something like that. It kind of appears like you'll be getting a little R&R. Maybe you're going on vacation in February, but it looks like you might be getting a little R&R in a very happy, comfortable place. And honestly, though, it's not so much like a vacation, though. When I see this, it kind of looks like it's more of like I said, a recovery. It looks like a recovery, because you might be coming out of some pretty intense energies from January, and you're probably looking for, just a week or two where you can just sit and do nothing. just sit and do nothing, sit on the couch and go nowhere and make no obligations and just hide and just be in your little Scorpio hidey hole. And that kind of looks like what I'm seeing here. And I don't even see that many friends here, to be honest. You kind of might be interested in just getting away from things. So maybe you could be, buying for your home a little bit more in the next month, buying for your home, buying for comfort, adding new little things to your house or your dwelling or wherever it is that you live. I do think that you could have a little bit of stress when it comes to other people this month. You do have Mars going through your 7th house, so it can sometimes talk about maybe like an adversary or some kind of challenge, or you could have a drive to maybe resolve something with someone. In my experience, when Mars goes through the 7th house, it's usually like an adversary, though, because that's going across your descendant. So you might want to be careful with who you talk to. Definitely want to be careful with your communications this month, and your communications with your one-on-ones, your business partners, your love relationships, things like that. You definitely want to be careful with how you come across. People may take it the wrong way, basically, because we do have Mercury retrograde in this month. So you want to be careful that you explain everything in detail. You don't jump the gun on anything. Don't do anything that isn't planned. So you want to just play it safe with that, because it's possible you could get some friction from outsiders or just your one-on-ones, and you may want to just play it safe. But for the most part, I do see you kind of just relaxing here. I don't see anything really stirring things up. Maybe you already have it in your mind that the 7th house being transited, you're already experiencing that, and you're like, you know what? I'm not doing people this month. I'm just going to stay here under my covers until it's gone. So, which is honestly not a bad idea. So what's the energy for you leaving the month of February 2021? We've got the Queen of Swords. That is a no-nonsense type of vibe you are in. You could be focusing on a lot of truth. You could be focusing on, standing your ground on an issue of your beliefs, or you could be really dead set on communicating something to somebody. But it's like I don't know what the context would be, but I'm sorry, I dropped my cards. Can we clarify the Queen of Swords for the energy leaving the month? Well, it is message based. So maybe you are, for some of you, maybe you're doing damage control for a Mercury flub, Mercury retrograde communication flub or something. One more card to clarify these. Yeah, more communication. It does look like whatever it is, it's like maybe you're holding off from saying something, and towards the end of the month, you're finally ready to say it. The plans have been finalized. Whatever it is that you want to say is now cleared to go. It looks like you're just in the mood to kind of just get going. So you may get the rest that you need this month, and then you'll be ready to go for March. You may be also kind of feeling out something new here, to be honest, as well. But I think that would be more in detail for the month of March than I can go here. So what's the advice for you for the month of February 2021 for Scorpio? What is Scorpio's advice? We got willpower. Scorpio 2020 advice, please. Got education. Maybe use your free time to learn about something new, learn a new skill, a new trade. You might already have a lot of skills, so you may want to build upon that. There is this thing here, though, where you're focusing on something quite negative. This, for advice, is telling you that you want to make sure that you, what is the phrase? Consider the lilies. Look at the nicer aspects of things. Look at the things that you're ignoring, the positives of the things that are happening to you, because it looks like the 5 of Cups is saying you may be focused a little bit too much on trivial negative things. You may be obsessing about it. So you may you'll want to just kind of cut that out and not take the good things in your life for granted. Otherwise, you might not be fueling those good things to be in your life if you don't pay attention to them. It's like watering a plant, So you've got to pay attention to it to keep it growing. But anyway, that is your reading for February 2021. If you're interested in a private reading with me, you can catch me on Etsy. My link is in the description box below. And if you like my content, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll hopefully be seeing you in March. So thanks for watching. Bye now.